first thing that we wanted you to see tonight, all of these people. Looks like the merch line for the Taylor Swift concert, but believe it or not, they're all trying to get into a public meeting in Oakland. Doesn't sound like something you'd see crowds for, but that is how important public safety is for people there right now. A lot of people in Oakland have told us they are past their breaking point. More than once, we have heard people describe Oakland as lawless right now because of a wave of violent crime. The city has seen everything from shots fired on freeways, violent carjackings, armed robberies, and homicides over the past few days and weeks. Last night, we were shocked to hear a pregnant woman had been shot. Thankfully, the good news in all of that, she and her baby are okay. There is also an issue with police response times. We have heard from a lot of people that they've called for help when there have been home invasions, burglaries, robberies, and that help was either too late or in some cases did not come at all. This is a problem that has been plaguing many parts of Oakland, but there was a meeting tonight about all of this. People were hopeful they'd hear something from one of the few people who could actually give them some answers, the Alameda County DA. Andrea Nakano was in Montclair tonight.
This was supposed to be a small community meeting, but there were so many people that wanted to know more about crime in their community and how these cases were being prosecuted. Many of the residents, though, left disappointed, feeling there were very few solutions offered. A crowd of people outside wasn't even allowed in as Montclair Presbyterian Church was filled to capacity. The crowd inside was eager to talk about violent crime and started interjecting as District Attorney Pamela tried to go into a presentation about Criminal Justice 101.
Some people want to know it because everybody does not know it, okay? Address the issue. Okay.
The frustration wasn't just aimed at the district attorney. Captain Clay Birch from the Oakland Police Department was questioned about what officers are doing to prevent crime.
Brothers in blue, I know your hands are tied, but you gotta be doing some preventative stuff. Yes. You know, you standing here on the corner right here in Montclair, you can hear the bucket cars come up here robbing us blind. You know? Amen. I mean, you know, please talk about preventative, not a crime happens.
Captain Birch tried to explain how the department's hands are tied, especially when it comes to property crime.
If all we have is a burglary and my officer sees 5 cars being broken into and that car takes off, we can't chase that car.
But a lot of the anger tonight was directed at crime sprees where kids are the suspects. District Attorney Pamela said in a recent case there wasn't enough evidence to take a group of kids to court.
What happened after they were let go?
They probably attacked someone else.
Yeah, I mean, they're vicious little monsters.
Many concerned residents wanted to hear more about how criminals are punished.
I just want to say that there must be consequences.
Yes, yes.
It's unreal that there are no consequences for these children.
Price did talk about the movement within the state to decriminalize kids, a movement that she identifies with.
One of my goals is that I will give young people hope. That because I was on doing some things that I shouldn't have been doing, but because some people believed in me, that they helped me find another way.
Many residents, though, say at this point they no longer feel safe in Oakland and they want more concrete solutions to the problem. But at the end of the night, for some, more frustration set in.
A lot of jabbering and ranting that really didn't add much value.
How are we going to solve these problems? I mean, there's still no solutions.
We were wondering about that very thing. We wanted to know, what are the solutions here from law enforcement's perspective? A little bit of that discussed, but we did talk to retired FBI Special Agent Jeff Harp about what Oakland police could do to stop and deter crimes like this, just like those people at the meeting were asking about. Now, he says in his mind, it all boils down to a couple of things, namely money.
I would do everything what I could in recruiting efforts and hiring. Second thing I would do is I would absolutely try to figure out a way to get involved in more community policing. And by that, I mean going out to the neighborhoods. The third thing I would do is you have to have some sort of a juvenile teen program where kids recognize the value and the importance of law enforcement and being law-abiding citizens.
Jeff said having more officers visible in more parts of Oakland is important when it comes to deterring crime. Of course, that costs money because it has to do with hiring and staffing. There is some progress, though, to report tonight. Oakland police have arrested 3 people in a string of carjackings across 5 neighborhoods, and that includes this one that happened in the Oakland Hills last week. That driver's dash cam was rolling as the car in front of her suddenly cut her off.
No.
Yeah, imagine how scary that was. Thankfully, she was able to speed off, as you see. Police say 2 men and 1 juvenile were arrested, one of them for this crime.